Happy Monday, everyone. Surviving breast cancer is an achievement that should be celebrated. Our next guest leads an organization that does just that, as well as offer support for women who are currently fighting for their lives. We're so happy to welcome the executive director of It's the Journey, Stephanie Tucker. Welcome.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you so much for being here.
Sure.
This is such an important topic, and I know there might be a lot of our viewers who are just unfamiliar about It's the Journey. So tell us more. How did it get started?
Yeah, so we're a local 501c3. We're celebrating our 20th year this year, so we're very excited. Yeah. And so we raise money for breast cancer, health, and education. That's what we do.
And it stays right here
Everything we raise stays right here in Georgia, yep.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And I know you have a really exciting event coming up. That's why we wanted to make sure and promote it for anybody who would like to know more about it. And you are celebrating survivors. It's a Celebrating Survivors breakfast.
Yeah, so recently we've started kind of moving into more of that, telling people what we do with our dollars for sure.
Good.
And so this Survivor, we're bringing it back to Atlanta. So it's August 18th at the Country Club of Roswell.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Now, who is invited to attend? Obviously survivors, but how does it work? I mean, if somebody is watching and a survivor, can they join?
Yeah, if they're a breast cancer survivor, currently in treatment, or a longtime survivor, or their loved ones, so people that kind of helped them get through that journey, just need to go to our website and register.
Okay,
Yeah.
great. And what can we expect? You mentioned just kind of really sharing the mission of the organization. I imagine sharing really compelling stories. Tell us more.
Yeah, so our panel is going to be talking about kind of the caregivers and what they have to go through to get the patient to go through that cancer journey, which sometimes is really difficult. So they'll have the opportunity to talk with some of the caregivers and talk about kind of what the nurse navigators do, maybe what the spouses do, things like that.
So in that regard, it is good if perhaps you are not just a survivor, but the caregiver, so you can learn what to expect almost at every stage.
Yeah.
And speaking of that, I know I was talking to you before the show started, and you just completed your own treatment. Tell me more about that, if you don't mind sharing.
Yeah, so I did. So it's ironic that I run a breast cancer organization. I got diagnosed last fall.
Oh my gosh.
And had to do chemotherapy and radiation. And I was lucky enough to have people who were able to help me get through. Certainly my amazing husband, who I'm sure is watching. So let's say hi to Brad.
Yes, hi Brad.
But he was able to take me to chemo, take me to radiation, and that's something, again, that I'm lucky enough to have support to do that. And we know a lot of our patients don't get that. So.
Right. So It's the Journey is also the producer for the Georgia 2-Day Walk for Breast Cancer, which is coming up in October.
Yeah.
So tell us more about that collaboration.
So the Survivor Victory Lap, so we do the 2-day on October 1st and 2nd. That Survivor Victory Lap, if you'll imagine, if you're a survivor like I am, it's an amazing thing to walk that last quarter mile.
Oh, I can't
surrounded
even imagine.
by other people that are walking on your team. We're followed in by all of our crew members that kind of helped us get through that weekend, and then they get on stage at Liberty Plaza. And I can tell you, the first 3 years not a survivor, as the leader of this organization, it was very emotional. So I imagine this year, being a survivor, it's something that's amazing to see all of those people that are there supporting you and raising dollars.
Yeah.
So.
And how are you feeling right now? And I know you mentioned Brad is being by your side, but I mean, I know it's been hard. Even in the lobby when we were chatting, I was like, are you feeling okay? And
yeah, so cancer, I think, is the gift that keeps on giving. I just finished radiation 6 weeks ago, and so I'm still having some side effects. And, I expected to bounce back to normal, and you just don't get to do that. It takes about a year, I think. So between chemo and my hair is coming back, I'm not used to having short hair. So
well, you look great.
Thank you.
But the most important thing is feeling great and getting back to your normal self.
Yep.
And really, what an honor it is to celebrate all those people that helped you get there.
Yeah.
And once again, let's remind people where they can go to register, find out more information. Maybe if they can't go, but they'd like to help out with the organization in some way, shape, or form.
Yeah,
head to the website.
Yeah, go to our website, itsthejourney.org. You can go to 2daywalk.org.
Okay.
And we always need volunteers. We always need crew. We need walkers. And certainly, if you're a survivor, to come out to this Survivor Breakfast, it's a great opportunity.
Yeah, looking at the pictures of past events, it just looks beautiful. Again, that's Thursday, August 18th, 9 to 10:30 at the Country Club of Roswell. Beautiful facility. Go to itsthejourney.org. Stephanie, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Appreciate you sharing your story and just all the great work you're doing to help women right here and men here in the Atlanta and Georgia area. So thank you.
Yep, thank you.
And we'd like to thank It's the Journey for sponsoring that segment. Well, coming up next,